So this is why we have to mind our own beeswax, right? Because the energy at the moment, for me, when you come across this, it might be happening to you. So at the minute, it's like I've just been in the garden, right? And I think I've decided that I think that we're all dragons, actually. Yeah, that's a different story. But and I'll explain why. Because at the minute, I have to do something about explaining the downloads. I have to find out who's been nasty to you. Yeah, I have to help you find where you can find your honey. Find out who loves you. Yeah, I still have to go in the bath. That's from yesterday. And how to get black spots off the roses. Now here's the thing, right? When this is how you look. Here's another one. See what I mean? He's a real synchronicity, right? This is real. It's not connected to any AI technology, crafty algorithm. Do you know what? Do you know what I mean? This is another one, yeah. Because as yesterday, I was sat out the back and I was musing on what all the black dots on the leaves of the roses were, right? And thinking it's a bit out of control and I need to sort it. Yeah, there's a different message in there for me. But that was the end of that, right? Later on, a video sprung up from nowhere and it said black spots on your roses leaves. That's a real synchronicity. There's no way that anything or anyone knew that I mused on that. And I wanted to know, because I thought I would do something maybe when I get round to it. So I watched it, so I gained that information. Now that's a real sync. And it's like I mused on it and released. Now here's the thing. And I've said this before to you. That's what I noticed about my manifesting, right? It's like fleeting muses that I have, and you go so far with it, don't you? And then you just let it go. You get stuck, or you just go around. It's just It's just that fleeting thing, and then you just let it all go. You just get on with it. You stay in your own lane, and you focus like what's important to you. Do you know what I mean? Vibe how you want to, and that is a constant battle. I know that, but that's what attracts the same vibe to you. And I know it's less than perfect. I mean, sometimes you get a bag of flour instead of a bunch of flowers, or you get, like just happened to me, you get dive bombed by a bee just because you've gone in the garden to raise your vibes, because they come near you when you raise them. Yeah? Anyway, on the subject of bees, right? Here's the thing. A bee once left its tail. This is a message in itself, I can feel it. Right, a bee left its tail in my ankle once. I looked down and it was wiggling, and I just brushed it off. I was fine. I didn't go into shock. Nothing happened to me, right? One of the things that nearly took me out, nearly killed me, was them, those invisible horseflies, because they are, you don't know it's happened. Well, one of them bit me, yeah? And that's what nearly killed me. A sly, invisible horsefly. So make out of that whatever you want. But I've done a post on that as well somewhere. Do you know how many times you have cheated death? More than you know. I'm telling you, it's a lot, and it's more than you'll ever realise. But anyway, we have to mind our own beeswax, go back to focus on what you think you should be focusing on. And even if you're not quite sure it's that, it'll lead you to where you should be going.